Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday. Over the weekend, we were able to finally get this television set up along with the Calyx, which is our new TV stand. And we got a chance to turn it on and try it out, which was really exciting. However, we never did get everything situated for streaming, which is tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning is breakfast stream. So as you will see over here, there is just a mess of wires because we had to move some stuff around to even do it. And, you know, we just hooked up the TV. God, what a reflection. You can see me. We just hooked up the TV, and then we hooked up the PS5 just to test it. So we really need to hook up things as they're going to be. One of the things that I only just realized today is this is the way I've had it. I've had the streaming PC and that's the uninterrupted power supply. The power supply, I've had them next to each other on the floor, and when I set it up, I was like, something feels different, but I can't put my finger on it. And it just occurred to me today what it was. At the last place, we had the power supply under a table, and then the computer sat on the table above it on one of these little IKEA lack tables. And I was like, oh, that's what I didn't do. So my goal today is to get this all situated. This is also like I know that looks like a mess. That's because it is. It's a huge mess. And I need to try and organize it a little bit and then also get it situated where it's going to go. Mal and I spent a little time trying to get this centered with, turn around here, with this. So my original idea for the couch up here, to have two couches, was to do an L shape. And when Alex and Haley were here and we were setting up to do Overcooked, I realized how difficult that is to do in practice, because what happens is not every person is on an equal plane. There's going to be someone, you know, if you have an L shape, someone's going to be sitting in the back of the L, and the camera's going to have a hard time having that person in focus, because your f-stop's got to be, really, your iris has got to be really closed, which means you have to have a ton of light, and we don't have that much light. So Haley was like, why don't you just put everyone in a row? And it made a lot of sense. So that's what we did. And there's obviously some difficulties with this specific layout. It's really, really wide, but I think that it could possibly work long term. And the other thing that Mao has reminded me of is just that nothing's nailed down. We can just move it if we want to. So for now, we decided that we would position the couches in a way that made sense in the room. So this is the way that makes sense, and there's enough room where you can actually get in and out. And then dead center here is where we would put dead center here. So on the couch, everyone should be able to see, as well as possible. That means that the camera is also centered. And it also means that, and it's kind of weird, but it's not a big deal, is that Mal and I are technically sitting on different couches now. So, I'm going to be on this couch and Mal's going to be on this couch. But, it'll work. We have one mic for the both of us, which is the way we've always done it. But ultimately, we're going to need another mic up here in order to do multiplayer stuff. I had been using Mal's, but she's now back to painting, so I put it back. But I actually ordered another mic and another C-stand, and they should be here in the next few days. So once that's here, it'll be a permanent thing where, like, there will be a mic that comes from this side and a mic that comes from this side, and it will just stay here and I won't have to touch anything. And I might set it up where Mal and myself are just mic'd with both mics. I don't know that I'm going to do that. That's not, with the current setup I have, that's not an easy thing to do. So what I'm probably going to do is it'll probably just be one mic, and then we'll move some things around a little bit whenever we have company. If we start doing a lot of streams where we have a lot of other people, then I'll change the equipment setup in order to make that easier on myself. But for now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. It's easier to just move some things. So that was a lot of information. Sorry if that was just a lot, but this has all been stuff that I've been thinking about, and actually getting a chance to like set everything up and have way more room for streaming and to try and make the space my own has been very exciting for me. I don't know if we mentioned it or not. I think we did, but I'm not sure. The black Billy bookcases actually came back in stock. We need 2 more to go here, and we ordered them, so they'll be here sometime, I don't know, in the next few weeks. And at that point, this entire wall will be done, and then I'll show you what the next step of my plan is, because I have all these little steps that I'm trying to work through. Anyway, all right, so the next step in all of this is to set this up a little bit better. The camera needs to come forward. I need to figure out where this coffee table is going to go. I think it's going to go maybe in front of us. And, that screen that's vertical has been where I've been putting chat, and I need to figure out where that's going to go, because obviously I don't want that in the way of this screen. There's a lot to think about. So a little time has passed, and I don't have it perfect, but this is so much better. I've done some level of cable management where like the camera is going under the calyx. This is up here. All of these are connected here. I know that this looks insane, but I'll deal with that another time. Alex actually has a bunch of Cat 6 cable that he could cut to length, and I might ask him to do that so I don't have to have some of these things wound up like this. I used cable ties down here where I could, and all of this looks pretty good. My issues are, for one, this is the Stream Deck, where we push the little buttons to change the scenes in OBS. So that's a trip hazard. I am going to need to get another extension cable, because the USB thing, it's connected to it. The new models of Stream Deck actually have detachable cables, and you can just get whatever cable you want. I don't have that. I have the Gen 1, so I need to get a USB extension cable that will allow the cable to be on the ground, potentially maybe even under the rug. Under the rug is probably what I'll do for the XLR cable at some point too. I might have to get a longer one in order to do it right, but I'll try and hide as many cables under the rug so this is, not a trip hazard. But that's kind of the big thing, because this is obviously a problem. The other thing is that I was hoping to have the coffee table centered, but you can probably see that that's kind of a problem. Actually, on camera, there's very little of this actually showing. If I show this back here, you can see it's a very small sliver, but it's not going to work. The other thing is, you would think that this is in the way of the TV, but it's really not. This is my eye line, so I can actually see the TV, but this is not going to work. So even though I wanted the coffee table centered, I think I'm going to move it over to my side. If we had a longer coffee table, then it would be fine. But yeah, I'm going to move this. And I actually have a third monitor that I usually keep connected. So I use the TV and this one, and then another one. So if I move the coffee table to the right, then I can put both of them on there if I want to. So yeah, it's a work in progress. And like this isn't perfect for when we have other people too. I have to kind of plan around that, because if the camera's zoomed out, then even if I move the stuff over, then the monitor's going to be in the way of someone. So like, I have some things to think about. And it's evolving, but I got to tell you, I'm really happy right now with how everything looks. And it feels nice to be making some progress here and to see it all, come together. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I haven't actually hooked everything up and tested it, but I'll get up in the morning and do that in the morning. That should be fine. I'm just really excited about the prospect of things kind of coming together in a big way. And, we've already done so much streaming in the past 4 years. We're just about to celebrate 4 years on Twitch. And, there's so many things that we wanted to do, and we really needed the space to do, and to finally have access to that is so exciting. So it's been a great 4 years, but I'm really pumped to show everyone what we want to do moving forward, because it'll be fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's just, Twitch is really fun. Doing live streams is really fun. And we got some more fun ideas to play around with. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Let's be back tomorrow, shall we?